Warning: Alan and JJ Johnson are not professional comedians. During this program, you will be exposed to unfiltered dad jokes in their most potent and raw form, dads telling them to each other. Watching this video may lead to serious physical harm, including facepalm concussions, head-shaking whiplash, and uncontrollable groaning. Proceed at your own risk.
Hey everybody, I'm Alan.
And I'm JJ.
And this is Two Dads and a Joke. And we're here to give you a 6-pack of dad jokes and just a little shot of parenting advice. So, by way of introduction, today we're going to be talking about some important lessons our parents taught us. And so my dad, who passed away over the summer, we're originally from Norway, where that side of the family's from, and we had a lot of Ole and Lena jokes growing up. So if you grew up in the upper Midwest, you probably heard an Ole or Lena joke. But I'm going to tell you a joke that would have come from my dad. What did Ole get when he played country music backwards?
No idea.
He got his truck back, his dog back, and Lena came home.
All right, that was a good one, man. That was a good one. All right, so you're on the road this week.
I am.
Got a little bit different. Yeah,
I'm not in the
road.
YouTube studio. I'm
No.
in a courtyard Marriott.
Hey, you can't pass that up.
And I don't even have my fancy cup. I always have a different cup, right? Here I got the sparkling water. So some peach mango.
I got my Doctor Who TARDIS cup going
nice.
on. So
very nice.
So there, I'll geek out for both of
Thanks,
us. Hey,
I appreciate
so,
that.
Yeah, so I was in the supermarket the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Thanksgiving. Everybody's going crazy. Everybody's looking for frozen turkeys, and there was this little lady. She was there. She was trying to pick up this frozen turkey at the grocery store for Thanksgiving, and she couldn't find one big enough for her family. And so she asked the boy, "Do you have any turkeys that are any bigger?" And you know what he said to her?
Oh.
He says, "No, ma'am, they're dead." That was a bad one.
Yeah, that was bad. That was so bad. So,
all right, so we're kicking off this episode really good.
Yeah. I think we need to run this backwards, and we can take those jokes back. So anyway, I think, just so you know, folks, so JJ and I were writers. If you haven't been watching the show, and it's November. It's the National Novel Writing Month,
Yes.
NaNoWriMo. So I'm cooking along. I'm almost at 15,000 words. JJ, I bet you're done already.
Not quite.
Not quite?
I finished the Soda Pop Wars really before we kind of got into NaNoWriMo right at the beginning of this month. And then I started the next Iggy and Oz book, and that was Iggy and Oz, The Living Snot. Unfortunately, I deal with asthma, and so I've been very sick over the past week and a half dealing with bronchitis, which is why my voice is a little hoarse tonight. But I'm feeling much better, and I'm hoping to get back on it pretty quick. But an Iggy and Oz novel's only like 25,000 words, so I'm not sweating it at this point. I think I'm gonna finish it.
So, but what you're saying is you've had some living snot to inspire your writing.
I think I even messaged you that and said, hey, I got some nasty stuff going on here.
You got a whole nother level of creativity going on there.
That's right.
So, real quick, folks, we want to let you know about our contest we got going on. We've got the Follow Friday contest, and you could be a lucky winner of a Light of Mine signed copy. And we got these really cool Lego accessories so your kids' Lego me can act out the adventure. So that's going on every Friday in November. We've had a lot of winners out already. People are pretty excited about it. So, follow the channel, follow the Facebook, follow the Twitter and all that, and you could be a winner. But I gotta warn you folks, I've been out on the Twitter and Facebook, and there are a lot of dad jokes going on out there, but I don't know if you know this or not. Did you know it's inappropriate to make a dad joke if you're not a dad?
Is it really?
It's a faux pas. I got to give that to the Dad Jokes page out on Facebook. Thanks for the inspiration. You make my day every day.
That's right. That's right.
You got
So
go, JJ.
yeah. So you know, next week's Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday of the year, mainly because I get to eat and all sorts of stuff, and I'm married to a chef, so it makes the
Ooh.
food even better. So, but you know, one of my favorite things to eat is cranberries. My wife makes this incredible cranberry dressing. It's unbelievable.
It
But I
sounds
gotta ask
unbelievable.
Yeah. So you know why the cranberries turned red?
Why did the cranberries turn red?
Because they saw the turkey dressing.
They saw the turkey dressing.
I put out on Facebook today that my jokes are going to be bad, and guess what? They are.
You delivered. You totally delivered
I
today.
totally delivered.
All right, so back on the theme of the Oli and Lena jokes, talking about things our parents taught us. I got an important lesson I learned from Oli. How did Oli die of old age?
No idea.
He stopped on the highway waiting for the flashing red light to turn green. Now, what's particularly funny about that joke is that actually happened. So,
No way.
So we're on a family vacation. Things our parents taught us, right? We're on a family vacation,
Yeah,
and we're in the middle of Texas somewhere at this flashing red light, and we're just sitting there. And my older brother pipes up, and he says, "Hey, Dad, how did Oli die of old age?" And he tells this joke, and we just all started busting up, and my dad, laughed at it, and it was this kind of, and then he took off, But that's the thing about my dad. He was while he didn't, go to the moon or do things a lot of people would consider to be amazing, my dad was amazing in that he always had a kind word to say to somebody. But he also, the biggest thing I learned from my dad is you can never take yourself too seriously. When you think about things your parents teach you, he was just great that way, that he could laugh at his own foibles and things like that, and it really helps you get through the struggles of life when you can take a step back and go, that was stupid, I don't know why I did that, So I really appreciate that thing that my dad taught me. How about you, JJ? What have you learned from your parents?
Well, I think, I came from a broken home, and so my parents lived two different types of lives. I think for my mom, it was the fact that, you set a goal in life and you just go towards it. And if you don't make it, sometimes that's okay. Sometimes goals aren't always attainable, and it's okay. It's the fact that you tried, you did your best, and you can look back on it and just say, even if I fail, failure is a part of life. And my mom, I think, has failed in a number of ways, but she's also taught me through her example that sometimes failure isn't the end. Sometimes you have to get back up and you gotta keep going. I think for my dad, it's just that hard work pays off. My dad was, a blue-collar workman, and that's the way he lived his life. He didn't go to the moon or anything like that, but, he taught me, that sometimes, just to work hard, just to put forth every bit of effort you have into what you do, and do it joyfully, and do it with gladness in your heart at times. And even if it's going out and chopping firewood or something crazy like that, just to always do it, with a good heart, and be thankful for what you have. And I think that's one of the most important lessons I learned from my dad. And I think that's kind of lost in some ways on society today, So I try to take those two lessons to heart pretty regularly.
I totally agree with that. Really, both of those. My mom, if she decided she was going to do something, she did it. And she would try and try and try. I remember as a kid, she wanted shelves in our living room and had never done any woodworking or anything really. And she went and taught herself everything she needed to know. And there's shelves in our in our living room since I was a kid. She's now in her 70s, and she went and she put in floor in her bedroom. She can do anything she decides she's gonna do, and sometimes it doesn't turn out exactly how she wanted. To your point, you don't always get it right the first time, but I really appreciate that, and she really instilled that in me. And I think the thing about working, my dad was the hardest working person I know. I remember when I was little, when I was about 4th, 5th grade, he was between jobs, and he still got up and found ways to make money for the family. I spent a whole winter getting up at 5 a.m. before school to go trapping with him. And so, it was one of those things, You know, you learn it when you got to get up, and that's how we're going to put some food on the table. You learn how to work, and so I really appreciate all of that about working. But you know, after a lot of work, you can be a little, you know, not quite with it. You know, so I got a joke for you on that one. Then, what did Lena say when Ole walked into a bar?
No idea.
Pay attention to where you're going, and you won't hurt yourself.
My grandpa used to tell one. He said, four guys walk into a bar, or 3 guys walk into a bar, the 4th one ducks. So my family this week, we get the Disney Plus channel.
Disney Plus.
And yes, we've been checking it out. Mandalorian, all that stuff.
Mandalorian. Thumbs up to the Mandalorian.
Yes. Excellent show if y'all haven't watched it yet. I love the first 2 episodes. Yep. But there's this documentary on the National Geographic, and I'm a documentary freak. I love documentaries, all right? And it's called What Would Happen If You Pulled the Plug on the Ocean Floor? What would you discover? And, you know, that got me, you know, thinking, you know, what lies at the bottom of the ocean and twitches?
What lies at the bottom of the ocean and twitches?
A nervous wreck.
Oh, dude. That was painful. That was as bad as walking into that bar. And the stupid thing is I actually have walked into a bar like that. On my honeymoon, we were walking to Disney World, and I literally did just that. That wasn't an Only and Lena joke. That was a me joke. But
you actually did it.
I actually did it. It was horrible. And so with that, folks, I'm Alan.
I'm JJ.
This has been 2 Dads and a Joke. We'll catch you next time.
Later.